my stage name. Just kidding. My biological name is Veronica Roswell, but it's A-okay. Hey.
You just missed it.
Thank you for coming. I got dressed up this evening because I'm going to be on camera. Just like when you dress up to go shoplifting. You do a couple extra spritzes of the knockoff brand white diamonds Elizabeth Taylor to go raid the matching luggage sets at JCPenney. And you know the cameras are watching you, just like... Wow. So if you guys ever like, I don't know if you guys can relate to this. You ever like shot a keeper? You know, like, do you know what that means? Like JFK level. Shooting a keeper means you push too hard when you're trying to fart and you like poop. So if you knew that, that would make the JFK thing funnier because it's shooting a keeper. Because I mean, we wouldn't know. I've been listening to a lot of, I've been getting into a lot of Christian rock.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I mean Chris Rock. I got the two confused. So I was cleaning, oh my god, this is fucked up. I was cleaning my fan in my room, and it had I see it every day, so I don't get the instant, time lapse accumulation of just, shit on it. And so I'm, cleaning the fucking fan, because one day I realized it's on the highest setting and I'm not doing anything. And I open it, and I'm, cleaning the shit out of it. It looked like, it was I thought about it, that shit's human wool, okay? That was, the thickest of what I was getting out of there. And then when it's all clean and it's fine and whatever. I did a really nice job. I didn't get a ton of shit on the ground, which I was cleaning my fan and not making a mess. Wow, the meds are working. But then the fan comes back on and it's full blast, and my posters are flying off the fucking wall. And the fan's on the same setting, posters are in the same spot. Literally just because I cleaned a ton of shit out of the fan. It's all back and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So, let's see what I'm at. You know me. Okay, so I know I always fucking talk about this, but I'm vegan, and now I'm also gluten-free. What the fuck? What the fuck am I gonna eat? Well, obviously I'm doing pretty well if I'm if I want to eat. So. But yeah, I can't eat fucking anything, but it's probably good that I'm a comedian, because it's not like I'm gonna be able to afford food anyhow. La la la. So I paid $44. Oh, speaking of being blessed, I paid $44 for a luncheon helping, and which means I paid $44 to take a shit. And if you want to know how much money it costs to hate yourself, it's $44. But the bitter resentment is free. Okay. So, I go home every now and again to see my parents. I have left to go to school at NIU, and I'm like a baby bird who has breached the nest. And every now and again, I come home and I see my parents, and my mom's like, "Hey, oh my god, I'm so glad you're out living your life. I'm so glad you're back. Is it cool if I still throw up in your mouth?" Is that something we can still be doing? And I'm like, maybe just once. For old time's sake, Mom. So, if you can tell that I've been mad acting up lately, it's because I'm listening to Lizzo. Lizzo is the freaking headquarters of fat girls, and she's like, "We're gonna love ourselves, initiate hyperspeed, 3, 2, 1, and we all are like, "Ah!" And now we're all armed with chorizo and self-love. And so, given that is the case, that my ego is inflated more than particular, is that I'm really like working on myself, and I'm going to like therapy and shit. And the other day I went on a spiritual growth nature retreat, no joke, and for confidentiality reasons, I cannot disclose who was on my trip. However, there was a man who, God damn it, I messed up my joke. Alright, so there's another one, just that I have issues and I like call people out, so I have to set the context. I like really fucking try, but I will like say some shit in the moment that may or may not be constructive, however, completely accurate. So me and some pals were at the bar, a local bar near here, and there was a man of certain age, pretty much like putting the whole schmooze on my whole group of friends, or any like women who walked by, he would like herd them in like fucking cattle, and it was like giving me the full heebie-jeebies. And then it was me and my dear friend, who shall not be called out right now, were reeled in by him, and he was like, come here. And then he's like chatting us up, because he was cool, and he was like so gonna get laid. It was like, really, we were like, wow, dude, you're doing it. Sorry, I have to get myself together, I have to center. He was like, wow, because I think he was shocked that we were like fucking talking to him. And he was like, wow, I could be old enough to be your grandfather. And this is where I come in, I was like, yeah, and somebody should put you in a fucking home! And then I walked away. And I knew I was right, but I knew it was the poor thing to do at the time. So, cut to a spiritual retreat. Now I'm on spiritual retreat, okay? And there was this guy who was like, you know what? This is my first time putting myself out there, trying to like work on myself. I'm a Harvard grad, freaking cardiologist. I'm trying to work on like my past traumas, and I'm intellectualizing everything right now. So, of course, when we get to the portion of the program that's like we're channeling, we're opening our energies and we're waiting to hear other people's things, and then we're gonna journal everything that we picked up. And that was exercise. But then of course this fucking dude's like, oh, like right in the, as soon as they start talking, the leader started talking, he's like, stop, I don't know what channeling is, what is it? Like going above and beyond to like not let things happen. I had it about enough. It was burning into my $100 entrance fee for my nature retreat. And I was like, so like I get this is like conceptual, whatever, but you denouncing each aspect of the process is really like preventing us from moving forward in the workshop. And long story short is, this guy is not only a cardiologist, Harvard grad, he's also a CEO of a leading pharmaceuticals company. So if you work on yourself and open up to life, you can bitch out CEOs of big pharmaceutical companies. Let me see where I'm at. Thank you, oh my god, I'm not done yet. Okay, so we're taking her on home now, I promise. Okay, so my beautiful sister is here. Don't look at her, don't fucking talk to her. Just kidding. Namaste. My sister has a condition. She can't buy her own fucking booze yet, so she has to ask me to fucking get a burn. But that does not mean I accept the offer. She is an ambitious, successful young woman merely because she experienced severe disappointment early on in life. And I will walk you through that devastating event this very moment. So, my dear sister Natalie has always been a year and a half the ladder to me. She was always like, we were always like just past the what's cool per age limit of like kids. So she was like super into One Direction, and I was more of like a Black Veil Brides girl, like that was my thing. But anyway, all right. So Natalie is like pure, follows the rules, straight A's, like goody fucking two shoes and proud, and will like kill you if you even scuff her goody two shoes, even just a little bit. So, and she was very adamant that swearing was not okay, because like that was obviously what we were told growing up, and then when everyone like just stopped following that rule, Natalie was like unwoke, or like the only person still woke, and was like, guys, you can't fucking swear. What? What are you doing? That's like against everything. So she would cry if my parents like said hell, and that, in my opinion, is like mild tears swear. Like you could fit that in like a PG movie. So my sister was anti-swear for a long time. She has since come around. And her interest in One Direction was a fiery, burning passion. She acquired tickets, I believe it was probably in the fall, or it was a summer. So she got tickets in the summer of, what year do you think that was?
Hold on, it's actually like the exact day that the
Oh my god, today's the exact day! Can we get a round of applause for the anniversary? Wow, she got those One Direction tickets today. Okay.
No,
so she got
the concert.
The concert was today. So she got tickets to a concert. The tickets were a year from the concert, and she had to be 12, 13. This bitch like tracked the calendar like by day for a fucking year, and that's, if I can recall correctly, that's like infinity years for like a 12, 13-year-old. So I recall, because I was a really cool sophomore in high school, just waiting and like flipping my hair or whatever. And then Natalie's all like geared up in her freaking like t-shirt, her fucking lanyard. She is ready. She has never been more ready in her fucking life, okay? So I like look over at her like out the door of my room, and she's standing in the hallway, and she like looks at the piece of paper in her hand and sees that the concert was the day before. Okay? The day before. This girl did as follows. Fuck! Fucking fuck! This is fucking bullshit! I hope that was not too loud. I tried to keep that away from my mic. But I hope I still conveyed the ferocity of her disappointment. But it's okay, you know, my mom's like, suburban mom, and called like Ticketmaster, like they went to the show, they just had like bitchin' seats that they no longer had. They were still able to not be so deprived in their young lives of not going to a One Direction concert, like one fucking time. But yeah, so that was one of the first moments that I witnessed the true depths of like anger in the human experience. So thank you very much for your time.